the world to see this person right here. This is my son. I ain't never heard nobody talk about this, so let me be the first one because I know I can't be alone. This boy is 12 years old. I've been in his life, all his life, except for the times that when his mama kept him away. You know, this boy had the nerve to say he don't like me and don't want to come to my house, and that he missed the times with his family, speaking of his mama family, and not his daddy's side of the family, like we don't exist, right? So he said this is taking up time. He said the 2 days that he spent over here feel like a whole week. And then he's not even looking forward to the 30 days he had to spend over here for summer. He said he don't want to come over here at all. Like, I'm a bad person. Like, I've traumatized him and did anything wrong to this little boy. We have done so much stuff, so much fun things. Spend time together, play basketball together, go amusement parks, go swimming, take riding in toys like this. And he had the nerve to choose his mama. Look at the camera, Gabe. Choose his mama over me like I'm around here treating him wrong. What kid don't want to be around their daddy? Please tell me. And as a daddy, this hurt because I know his mama got something to do with it too. But still, he's old enough to make his own decisions. And he chooses mama over his daddy, his flesh and blood.
What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscriber died trying. You see the thumbnail. More importantly, you saw the clip. Had to put the Joker in this one because fathers film disrespect. And, I saw this on different pages. So I looked at different comment sections. And some of these people, are justifying it in some, as far as the kid. And some of these people are like, I've seen this. And I'm going to say it in this way. What you're seeing now is because of smartphones, fathers are filming the disrespect. And they've been doing this for years because I've been in that situation. And even when the kid was younger, right? Because this builds over time. And what happens is these kids are taught to disrespect their dads, but they don't know where the disrespect is really coming from. It's like, I'm just team mom, so mama don't like you, I don't like you. This is my family. I've heard all that, my family stuff. I heard all that stuff. But I remember I had to film my own son and this was he was younger, because he was saying stuff, but 5 minutes later, he didn't remember what he said. So I played it back for him, and he's like, wait, what? And a lot of times you film this stuff now, you put it on social media because these kids need to know how they were acting with you as a father and your family that's not their family when they was these ages, 7, 10, 13, 16, 18. Because a lot of times, so I would say some of these kids feel rejected as they become adults and they don't know why. And it's like, you kind of, until you were able to have an opinion of your own, this is how you acted. And what I mean by that is, most fathers will say, like, at a certain age, it's you. Like mothers, wives. When I'm saying mothers, I mean like grandmothers, aunts, wives, girlfriends. They look at it differently. Like, that's still your child, and that's true. But the thing is, at a certain age, they know that they're wrong. It's just that's their way. That's what they've been accustomed to doing, so they don't shut it off. And so what you're seeing is fathers like, all right, and what you don't want to take into consideration is, let's just say the last 20 years. You really haven't been hearing a lot of these abuse stories as far as fathers being horrible fathers with these kids. You haven't really been hearing that. You've just been hearing kids, you've been seeing kids out of pocket. And the same way that they're out of pocket with their dads, they're out of pocket in the school. They're out of pocket in public when they're away from their parents or their mother and their family. So when I saw people in the comments like, "Oh man, this is that," and then people said, if they was involved, they wouldn't get the type of disrespect. And I get it because that's a yeah. If they were more involved, you think that. You get what I'm saying? But there's a certain there's a certain thing where the dad can be involved and highly involved, but if the kid ain't going home with the dad, you go home to the mom like, you can't have no good time with your dad. You can't have nothing to smile about. When once you get in this house, we team hate. We hate him. Not you hate him. Not as far as mom saying I hate him. Is we gotta hate him. So my dog was like, but so that's how it goes, right? And sometimes what you're seeing is because these kids, when they look at these things and they play it back and they see themselves when they're 20, 25, sometimes and 30, and they go, oh wow. Because they're gonna have kids. Most of these people are gonna have kids, and they're gonna go, oh shit, this is I wouldn't have, when they have kids, it's an issue. Or when they see other people's kids acting a certain way, and they go, that kid bad, and people go, that was you act just like that. What the no, I didn't. It's like, yeah, you did. Because they don't remember this stuff at first. So when they see themselves play back, now they go, oh, now I see why we had an issue. Now I get it now. Because sometimes people try to rekindle later on, and I would say you don't hear about there really aren't as many quote unquote deadbeat dads as there was in the past, but there are more adults who may love their son or their daughter, but they're like, you over there. Man, you got a lot of work to do. And people go, I saw the biblical thing, don't don't anger your children to wrath, which is true. And it's the other commandment, honor thy father, honor thy mother. But um there's not honor, there is no quote unquote honor thy baby daddy. So if a mother could teach hatred and dishonor, and here's the thing, when you're not really a good person or a good parent, you really don't need, the other person doesn't need to say it or train you to believe it, because a kid know when somebody don't is not good to them. You know what I'm saying? So you see this over and over and over again, where the kids find out, oh, this person's bad, whatever, and they can make their own choice at a certain age. That was an old school method. But now what you see is kids out of pocket. You remember last year? I think you saw, was it last year, 2 years ago, whatever. Saw with Boosie's daughter. You saw 50 Cent's oldest son. Like, ironically, when this behind this Brian McKnight thing, he became the bad guy recently, but prior to that, you saw it with that. You saw it on all of these shows and clips online where they had it, and guys just a regular world that kids are just being disrespectful, whether on the phone, quote unquote face to face. People make skits about it so much, like, you can't see your baby because you got this girlfriend type of, we've seen all of that stuff, and you've seen fathers film it, whether it be real or a skit. You've seen fathers put this out in the world because it's like, yo, nope. And and what you're seeing more now is mothers filming themselves being out of pocket and like whatever. You get what I'm saying? And the issue that I'm getting to, sorry about that, is people have an issue with fathers filming this. But truth be told, the kid need to see this. Because when y'all like to talk about narcissism and selfishness and toxic behavior, this is what y'all this is really what y'all talking about is a lot of kids raised to have this type of indifference and disrespect. And then when they're dealing with you or or when they're in a relationship, this is how they treat the opposite sex. It doesn't dawn on people. It goes back to this type of behavior. It doesn't dawn on y'all that go, oh, that's how you can be all in with this person and adversarial to this person and acting different to them. But at the same time, how can I say this? You want to call on, you know, Christmas, birthdays, and all that other stuff, right? And holidays, but you want something. I want this, I want that. And this is what I mean by at a certain point, fathers just start going, okay, you want to be over there? Cool. I'm not going to keep fighting with you about this. And then a lot of these kids have quote unquote abandonment issues, but truth be told, they're deadbeat kids. And fathers got to film their kid being a deadbeat kid because, people said it like the dude wearing the bonnet, we already know where this going, you know. So when people ask why this keeps happening, it's because these guys got to put this stuff on record. And these kids got to see themselves. Because here's the ultimate thing I left out. A lot of these kids don't even know why they mad. They don't know why. They don't really have a real reason nowadays. They're just upset. Not just because I'm a teenager or preteen. Not that. I get that. But it's just, uh, uh, you you're bad because since I was 6 months old, they told me you're bad, and even if you're doing good, it's bad. And it's like, okay, all right, cool. And the reverse is the same, where these moms who do this are very abusive to these kids, but these kids have this Stockholm syndrome love for them. So it's misplaced anger, you know. And this is why you hear more and more stories of adults talking about their mommy issues because they took it because they still afraid to say anything to their mama, but anything goes with their father. They trying to get out all the angst and animosity from their mama out on their father because they think he can be their emotional punching bag and doormat. And a lot of fathers recognize that, but then after a while, it's like, nah, that's enough. That's enough. I'm done. You can keep that to yourself. Because a lot of these kids, they want to be with their mom and they so much that if that's the case, you gotta take everything that go with it. You can't just be upset and then have an issue. Because and same thing with these mothers, like when they teach this bad disrespectful behavior, truth be told, it comes back up in their house. You can't teach disrespect to a child and you think it's only one side that's going to get disrespected. That's the stupidity of all this. At a certain point, the kid becomes disrespectful to the mother, and then I need help, and you're gonna have to take this baby. It's ridiculous. But guys got to film this stuff because these kids don't have a recollection of how they act, and now they got to see themselves. And even other kids got to go because even some of the other kids that friends go, oh no, dog, no, you said it was this, but it's not. It's because now your issues ain't really issues anymore. But I digress. I'm gonna leave it at that. Tell me what you think. Like, share, subscribe, or die. Try and catch y'all on the next one. Peace. You ever been at the top of the universe? I'm gonna tell you that.